IPOB condemns Nigerian government's propaganda in tendering Ahmed Gulak's death certificate in NNAMDI KANU's trial. It is well. The indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, has slammed the Nigerian government over what it described as a desperate and dishonest attempt to deflect attention from the collapse of the government's prosecution of its detained leader, Nnamdi Kanu. In a statement released by IPOB spokesperson Emma Powerful, the group condemned recent reports highlighting the death certificate of Ahmed Gulak. I don't know why they are bringing death certificate and they are taking it in as an evidence that Nnamdi Kanu was violent, or he was the one that gave the go ahead for them to kill the man. I don't understand what they are trying to do. I don't understand, because this case is already going south. I don't understand. Highlighting the death certificate of Ahmed Gulak, a former aide to ex-president Goodluck Jonathan, who was assassinated in Owerri, Imo State in May 2021. IPOB alleged that the reports are part of a larger government-orchestrated misinformation campaign aimed at redirecting focus away from significant developments in Kanu's ongoing trial. The indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, categorically condemns the latest desperate attempt by the federal government and its compromised media to divert public attention from the disgraceful collapse of their case against our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the statement reads. According to IPOB, a key prosecution witness, PWBBB, admitted under cross-examination that no investigative report exists to substantiate the charges against Kanu. IPOB described this as a humiliating admission and accusing the government's lead counsel, Chief Adegboyega Awomolo-san, of attempting to reintroduce evidence post-cross-examination and asked the group called unethical and unacceptable. I really wonder. Powerful stated, rather than report on the embarrassing cross-examination of their confused witness, known as PWBBB, who admitted under oath that no investigation report exists to support the politically motivated charges, the media is awash with irrelevant stories about the tendering of death certificates. Like how? Why are you bringing his death certificate? And so what does that insinuate? Was it the one that did anything to him? Let it be known that the so-called death certificate of Ahmed Gulak, former aide to ex-president Jonathan, has no evidentiary value whatsoever. In the context of the ongoing trial, exactly, was it Nnamdi Kanu that went to do something to him? I don't understand. Because he died in Owerri State, or you think that some people that killed him, they are IPOB? What if they are people that disguised as IPOB? How are you so sure that they are the ones? Where is the evidence? I don't understand. IPOB also sought to dismantle claims of its involvement in Gulak's murder by pointing to the timeline of events. It explained that its sit-at-home observance in 2021, which honors Biafra Remembrance Day, was held on Monday, May 31, while Gulak was killed a day earlier on Sunday, May 30. The federal government's prosecuting counsel, Awomolo-san, acting with shocking dishonesty, attempted to introduce evidence after closing examination in chief, an unethical and unacceptable legal maneuver designed only to mask the shame of a failed prosecution, Powerful stated. It is important to set the record straight. The sit-at-home observance declared by IPOB for the annual 30th May Remembrance Day in 2021 was held on Monday, 31st May 2021, and not on Sunday, the 30th. Gulak was murdered on Sunday, a full day before the observance. This timeline alone dismantles the fabricated claim that IPOB had any involvement in his death. The attempt to retrofit this tragic event into their crumbling narrative is not just deceitful, it is criminal. I don't understand. They are just trying to in fact, they are scratching the case to me, because this is not... Where was all this talk since he has been in custody, when he was doing his case with Binta Yako, before he now said he doesn't want Binta Yako again? And now this one now came, they are now bringing cases of his voice, his this, his that, death certificate and all of that. Now wow, I don't understand. Drawing on Nigeria's fraught history, IPOB linked the current development to what it sees as a long-standing pattern of ethnic scapegoating, dating back to the aftermath of the 1966 coup, often controversially labeled as an Igbo coup. We remind the world that this is not the first time the Nigerian state has weaponized misinformation an historical revisionism to justify ethnic persecution, IPOB said. The group called on local and international media to uphold journalistic integrity and verify court proceedings independently rather than, in their words, parroting government propaganda. The IPOB spokesperson said just as the 1966 coup was falsely labelled an Igbo coup to ignite the genocidal war against our people, they now seek to frame IPOB for every act of state-engineered violence in the Southeast. Exactly. Everything that happened in the Southeast, it is IPOB that did it. How? Why? We call on all responsible media outlets to return to the core principles of journalism, truth and accuracy, and objectivity, and to demand the full transcript of court proceedings before parroting government propaganda. The world is watching. They are not even allowing us to watch. Because this kind of case, they are supposed to be streaming it live. I think the sister-in-law, somebody that was trying to stream it live, they stopped her from coming into the courtroom. They seized her phone. This is not even something that should be hidden. It should be something that the whole world should be seeing how this thing is going in the courts. But I don't understand. Nigerians, they just like to hide everything. I don't understand. NNAMDI, KANU, leader of IPOB, has been in detention since June 2021 after he was extradited from Kenya under controversial circumstances. He faces multiple charges including treasonable felony. His trial has drawn intense domestic and international attention, with human rights groups questioning both the legality of his extradition and the condition of his detention. The Nigerian government, through its witness, had claimed that KANU's broadcast on Radio Biafra led to the assassination of Gulak in 2021. But IPOB has maintained that KANU is a prisoner of conscience and has renewed its demand for his immediate and unconditional release. NNAMDI KANU remains a prisoner of conscience, unlawfully detained in violation of local and international law, Powerful stated. No amount of lies, death certificate, or courtroom gimmicks will stop the truth. We demand his immediate and unconditional release. I really just hope that this matter does not really go south, because it is well. Michael Jacob says, the hatred the Igbos was never taught to us by our ancestors. We need to start teaching this hatred to our kids. Now, wow. Kenneth Asole says, NNAMDI KANU also attacked the army barracks in Borno State. Mad people everywhere, don't mind them. Everything that happens is IPOB. Even while he was in prison, anything that happens, they'll say is IPOB, is IPOB. Who is giving them command? Who is the person that is giving them command if he's in prison, if he's in custody? This matter is just tire person. Leave these people, let them go. Let them have their Biafra nation. Is it by force? Trying to rope somebody in, because I don't understand the way it is looking. My listeners, over to you. Leave your thought. Don't forget to like, to share, and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.